Good morning, viewers. Thank you very much. This is Mastanga Africa Perspective. This is a special bulletin and a special exclusive coverage of the events that are taking place around the globe and around Africa. This morning, attention has been drawn to the propaganda that is circulating on social media, originating from Nigeria and from cohorts of the government of Nigeria, talking about abduction, interception, kidnap by Nigerian security agencies, together with international other agencies, of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, who was interviewed by our television station almost 2 months ago on 21st of May 2021. As a result of the misguided toxins and as a result of the propaganda churned by the Buhari regime that Mr. Nnamdi Kanu was abducted or taken from Kenya. I don't speak for the government of Republic of Kenya. I don't work for the government of Republic of Kenya. I am a media outlet online that works for Africa. Neither do I work for any government in Africa regarding subversive activities that turn around to be conspiracy theories. Two, we did not approach Mr. Nnamdi Kanu for an interview. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, through his representative in Australia, approached me, called me, telephoned my company, my television station, myself, sometime in May, asking for Mr. Nnamdi Kanu to be interviewed on our television station. Three, for the last 4 years, since 5 years, since 2016, my television station has been voluntarily, and I repeat, we have been voluntarily defending the people of Biafra, the people of Amazonia, from the forces that have oppressed them and elsewhere in Africa. Our television station does not harbor any conspiracy theories. It speaks the truth, especially from myself, regarding the suffering of the people of Amazonia and the people of Biafra. We took interest in the Biafran issue and the southeastern Nigerian issue because of the very millions and the millions of videos that were sent to us as an online broadcasting institution. We have no regrets for having defended the oppressed people as a media and as journalists, as investigative journalists, and as journalists that operate on international standards. We don't involve ourselves in activities of clandestine operations with governments to eliminate people. 4, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu is in the custody, unfortunately, of the people who don't like him. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu is able to say, and I want to repeat, is able to say where, who, how he was seduced to be arrested by Nigerian and other international agencies. If Nnamdi Kanu, who is still alive in a prison in Abuja, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, will point a finger at our station or anybody working with my station or myself, I ask God to take me that day. And I want to ask God to take me on that day. When Mr. Nnamdi Kanu says he ever talked to Dr. Mastanga ever since 21st, when we last had our interview. 5, I want to make it categorically clear that abduction, seduction, kidnap of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu will not deter my television station from talking about the ill treatment, the human rights abuses, the poor treatment, the bad treatment of the people of Biafra. I am not a Nigerian. I am not a Biafran. I am not paid by any Biafran or any Nigerian to speak my mind. I am a highly trained journalist, investigative journalist worldwide. I've worked with reputable organizations like Sky News, and therefore I don't engage myself in activities of the Buhari type of regime. I am not, and I want to make it clear, I did not request an interview with Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu and his people requested an interview with my organization, like any other organization would take an interview. Therefore, the rumors circulating, peddled by malcontents of insanity, that Mr. Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya without them finishing the itinerary of Minister Nnamdi Kanu, where in Kenya, who in Kenya he came to meet and whom he was meeting, which airport. As far as I'm concerned, it is not my interest, because I don't work for the government of the Republic of Kenya. I happen to be part and parcel of the people of the community of the global world that lives in Kenya. But I don't work for government of Kenya to be involved, neither do I think the government of Kenya has ever been involved in tactics of abduction of people who have nothing against the Republic of Kenya. Therefore, we want to assure everybody, and I want to tell everybody, since I've shown over my seriousness of God, that Mr. Nnamdi Kanu lawyer, who is going to see Nnamdi Kanu anytime now, should come out and tell the world where Mr. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, where he was picked, whom he was calling. If he ever says he called anybody by this face or by my number, then those who are saying this owe me an apology. I have struggled for the people of Biafra without pay, never demanded pay, never taken a penny from any of you. Who have millions and millions of dollars and pounds stashed. I have never. There's no Nigerian who has ever given me 10 pounds, $10 ever to defend or to talk about Biafra. I talk about Biafra because of the passion of the human rights abuses that are taking place in that area. And therefore, I demand an apology from the people who are spreading this malicious propaganda. Without that, I cease, and I will not cease. I will not keep quiet. I will not continue to be silent, but I will continue to work, defend, propagate the liberation of the people, oppressed people of Biafra. It is not a matter of time. It is a matter of how the people, the plight of the people of southeastern Nigeria will be brought to the African Union and to international spheres. Therefore, you will not be able to accuse everybody who is in the international sphere who talks about the issue of Biafra. Therefore, I want to say there are people of IPOB who should come out with a clear statement to exonerate our organization from the malice, the propaganda, the innuendos, the rumors that are being peddled by the same Buhari regime and the malcontents that have failed to see the plight of their people. And they are turning on us, bringing conspiracy theories. Several conspiracy theories have come out, but the truth must come out to set everybody free. I don't know anything much that I can add, but I want to tell my people of Biafra that I will always remain talking about the same issue that has caused the suffering, the killings, the torture, the dismembering, the defilement, the rape of the people of southeastern Nigeria. The discrimination that they see, I will not be deterred. I am not under any obligation. As a journalist of international reputation, a journalist of Commonwealth, a registered journalist of International Journalists Association, whose credentials you cannot doubt, you are not going to stop me from discussing Nigeria. I will discuss Biafra. I will tell Buhari my truth and the truth of millions of Africans, the millions of Biafrans who are suffering, millions of Amazonians who are suffering under the arm of Paul Biya, millions of Central African Republicans who are suffering under the arm of imperial toxins and manipulation, millions of Libyans, millions of Tigray who are suffering today. I will not stop talking, and don't bring me any stupidity of talking about any conspiracy. My organization is open. I am myself a victim of several attempts similar to Kanu's attempts or Kanu's abductions. Therefore, I would be the last person ever to think of doing anything that could harm a person fighting for the same rights that I've kept on fighting for the last 65 years of my life. I therefore want to tell you people, my people of Biafra, that Nnamdi Kanu is able to speak to the lawyers. One day, and one day alone, he will tell you which country, where, who abducted him, and where he was going, whom he was working with, who called him. He is able to speak. But stop those stupid speculations on people who have helped you to broadcast your messages across Africa like me. Don't do that. And I beg you, and I am sure there are very, very good people across who believe in what we have done. I thank you very much, therefore, on behalf of Punchline Africa Television, that we have done our best, and we wish that the Nigerian government takes law and puts equity, gives Mr. Kanu a fair start for trial, and does not trample over his rights, does not harm him, does not stop him from telling the world how he was abducted. We are eager to know, just as you are eager to know. Thank you very much, our listeners, our viewers across the globe. Thank you. I am Dr. David Mastanga, Chairman, founder of Punchline Africa Television, a Pan-African station that stands for not only Biafra. We don't speak only about Biafra, and we have never let down anybody in our other countries. The people of Gambia will tell you, we spoke for them, they got Adama Barrow. We removed Yahya. We have never been a type that goes against the people. The Biafran people yearn a freedom to express themselves. Either they separate or stay together. It is up to the people of that country. Ours is a journalistic approach which you have done. Thank you very much. Back to you, Miriam.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. David Mastanga, for making those clarifications, because a lot of rumors and accusations have flooded the social media, especially after the arrest of IPOB leader Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the group calling for the secession of a part of the southeastern Nigeria, formerly known as Biafra, was arrested. And yesterday, the Attorney General and Justice Minister Abubakar Malami told the state news channel NTA that Kanu was detained on June 27th and brought back to Nigeria, but he did not say from where. So there has been, woke up to the news that Kenya was being brought up in this case. So let's perhaps retrace where this rumor perhaps might have come from. There have not been any clarification on where Mr. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. So whatever it is that is going on is speculation. There are others who are saying he was arrested in Czech Republic, others who was arrested in Ethiopia, others who was arrested I don't know where else. So Reno Omokri, he's an activist there in Nigeria, and he's the one who tweeted this, and I'll just quote that tweet of him. He said, "I just spoke with a top UK government source. Nnamdi Kanu was not arrested or extradited by the British. According to this official, Kanu was almost definitely arrested in Kenya." So almost definitely. That is what he said. You cannot put almost and definitely in the same sentence. It's almost he was, and you cannot say somebody was almost arrested and then definitely you're already not sure of what you're saying by saying almost, and then definitely you're trying to say you're sure. So that statement in itself, I think, is what now has brought us to where we are right now, and a lot of you was watching, and a lot of accusations. So I think, as Dr. Mastanga there has urged us, let's just maintain calm, and of course the lawyers and the team of Nnamdi Kanu will come out and give this information, and as per now, nobody's sure of where he was arrested. So that is the clarification that I think is very important for us to have this morning. And as Dr. Mastanga there has said, what we do here, we don't speak on behalf of Kenyan government. What we do is a journalistic work. We get to talk about Nigeria, we get to talk about Ethiopia, we get to talk about South Sudan. We do that all the time. What Kenya has allowed us is a space where we can practice free speech, and we do have a free media in this country. That is the only thing we have, and so we don't hold brief at all on behalf of the Kenyan government. So also that needs to be very, very clear. But we thank you so much, and I see a lot of you are saying whoever who was accusing Kenya, those are not Biafrans, but we will urge some calm until we are able to get the official report, and so we can talk about this with authority.
Thank you very much, Miriam. It is now the statement is over. You have rightly put it very nice, that someone cannot say almost, and then say
Definitely.
Almost in Kenya.
Almost.
Yeah, and definitely. This type of people, these are the Buhari agents. I am not a Buhari agent. I don't subscribe to Buhari's manipulations. I have stood for 4 years defending these guys without even $1. There is no Nigerian who will say he has ever paid Dr. Mastanga $1 to talk about the plight of Biafrans. It's very painful, therefore, for people, if it is the government of Biafra, of Nigeria, trying to undermine my television station. I want to warn you that this television station stands on the hinges of Pan-Africanism. You will not threaten me. I'm not a terrorist, and neither do I do terrorist activities. Neither do I desire to come to Nigeria. Neither do I have oil company. Neither do I have interest in oil mining or business. I don't do business. And therefore, I don't want to be dragged into a situation where the Nigerian government itself, if the Attorney General is very educated and has gone to school, if he's not a lumpen, if he's not an empty shell, why doesn't he state categorically which country? Because if you are actually arresting a person whom you have a warrant, why don't you say that Interpol arrested the person in Nairobi or in Addis Ababa? Why are you trying to play the minds of people? We are not going to fall victims of such conspiracies. My television station will air out the grievances of the people of Africa. And we don't only do it for people of Africa, of Biafra. No, and no. Buhari, listen, no. Your time is coming. Mr. Buhari, your time is coming. You will be charged against what you have done to the people of that country. And therefore, to turn around and churn a propaganda, not on me. You have caught a wrong tree. I'll churn a propaganda, even to London Crossing Hospital. I am deadly. I can organize a demonstration that will surround your hospital when you come to London. Please don't try me. Mr. Buhari, don't. Just look at my background on organizing demonstrations in London. You come and play with Nigerians. But don't try me because I'm different. Yes. I am the one who led the demonstration on Nigerian embassy to release Obasanjo and give Abiola. I am. Go and look at the pictures. So don't play. I will know the time. One of these days you will fly for medical treatment. I will know. And you will see the number of people. I will obtain permission for a demonstration. You might be thrown out of the roof of that hospital in London. So you are trying a wrong tree. You can threaten Nigerians, but not people who are doing their job, Miriam. We are doing our job. We are journalists. I did not ask Nnamdi Kanu for an interview. He asked for an interview through his aide. And I have not spoken to him since 21st of May last month. Therefore, I don't know. I don't conduct his activities. He is alive in Abuja cell. If you have not killed him, let him come, give him a chance to tell his lawyer where he was arrested. Don't speculate things that don't help us. Thank you very much, Miriam. And I will still Mr. Buhari, if you think you arrested Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, there are more of Nnamdi Kanu that you have manufactured. And we shall talk about Nigeria, because Nigeria is our biggest country in Africa. Nigeria is the giant of Africa. And for a giant of Africa to crumble while Mastanga and others are watching is not worth it. I am not going to sit down in Nairobi or in Uganda, in Kigali, in London to see Nigeria fall to pieces because I should not talk about Nigeria or Buhari. No way. No way. You have no right alone. Then why do you come to AU? Why are you a member of African Union? Why? Why shouldn't you be talked about? Tell me. Tell me, Buhari. The stupidity of regimes in Africa, of your nature, is that they don't know they collapse so easily. You have touched the wrong button. Ask Museveni to tell you how I've fought him. Then you'll come to me. You have touched a wrong version. Ask those that I've stood for. I stood against the British. In Mugabe's case, I won. Mugabe was never removed by the British, but their own people in Zimbabwe. But I stood firm alone, Buhari. When you are still not even a president, I was standing and I was being betrayed by Obasanjo. Now let me tell you this. You Nigerians better know. But I stood alone in the Commonwealth to defend Mugabe. I would stand alone to defend the rights of those younger people. Nnamdi Kanu is very young to me. It's not I have no motives of conspiracy. I'm an open man. You have abducted him and taken him. The world knows. The world knows where you captured him from. Tell the world, a normal government, how dare do you? Why don't you stand up and say where you got him? You didn't get him in the air. You didn't intercept him. Say it. So thank you very much, Miriam. We want to tell our Biafran friends that we shall continue to struggle together and along we shall continue to do our good programs for Africa. We don't have any reasons to talk about what we don't know. The good thing is Mr. Nnamdi Kanu is alive. The good thing that he will have representation and those papers and documents will be laid in court. So whoever is speculating, trying to cause tension and to cause unnecessary troop movement of countries, accusing countries that are not even involved, that would help you in your conflict. I had no intention. I don't even know Nnamdi Kanu's number. The only thing I know is that he was actually interviewed from London because it was 2 hours difference. And my person, the only man I know is the number that I cannot reveal out in Australia. The man who contacted me as early as May 1st, 2nd, to arrange this interview with Nnamdi Kanu. His own person from his office. I don't know anything much. I've never spoken to him. Thank you very much. Let's turn to our news in Kenya.
All right, thank you so much. So we will take a short break and then we'll be back to look at the newspaper review and what is making headline here in the country. We thank you for watching. We'll be back soon. Don't go too far.